when you're in the middle of something like that, is it almost to the point where you just have no time to think, all you can do is react?
Yeah, I mean, for sure you're just in the moment, and I think that maybe sounds a little more ominous than it actually is. I think as a goalie, you just have experienced those situations, and so you just try to grind and give the boys a chance to come out the other side.
Alex, team didn't create a lot of offensive chances in the first half, but suddenly, first quarter period, sorry. But suddenly kind of started to find its stride in the second period. What changed? What changed about the demeanor? What changed about the style of play? What did you see change?
I think that we clearly need to, think about our starts a little bit more. But again, for the second time, I think we really tightened it up and dialed it in for the last two periods. But I don't have any explanation for that. But if you want to be a consistently really good team, you have to find a way to get that more often than not.
Yeah.
That good feeling. So yeah.
And what will it take for the team to really get that sense of urgency from the jump?
Well, I think it's individual largely, and everybody is different in how they approach the start and how they want to, and maybe it is a team thing. And as a goalie, you're kind of a little bit in your own bubble, so it's hard for me to say, to be quite honest. But like I said, I mean, if we want to be a successful team, we're just going to have to find that right off the hop. But that being said, we played better in the second and third, and that's encouraging.
Unfortunately for you, that second goal is kind of how some goals are scored in the NHL. It's going in off legs and everything else, and really not much you can do.
Yeah, like every goal, you have to believe that you could have saved it, and that's part of being a successful NHL goalie. Is every shot you have to approach the exact same way. And that being said, yeah, it's I picked it up late for sure, but I don't know. I just don't really like to think about it like that. I like to kind of treat them all the same, and you want to believe that you can always make the save.
On the other side, I think Lindholm thought he had an empty net over there, and you were able to get over there. It seemed like you kind of knew all along you were going to get your glove over there.
I certainly did not know.
You did.
I thought he had an empty net too. No, sometimes you send a little hope and prayer out there, and it works out. So he's a great player. I'm sure he's going to be kicking himself tonight, and if those types of things balance themselves out, maybe it balanced itself out with that second goal. So.
You don't have a lot of time to think about it. I mean, you're right back at it about noon on Monday. Is that a good thing to get right back at it, or would you like a practice in between?
It's certainly going to be a test. I think everybody knows who we got coming in the building in less than 48 hours. So we just got to get home, and honestly, we just got to start preparing and do the right things tomorrow. We got a day off tomorrow, so that's important. When you got a day off into a day game, you have to prepare the right way. And a lot of times in those day games, whoever is prepared the most often, does well. So yeah, we gotta treat the next 48 hours the right way for sure.
Thanks, Al.
Thank you.
Thank you.